When did you realize your parents were bad at parenting? When I was 10, my mom started sending me to playdates at different friends' houses every single day after school. She'd call other parents and say things like, Jake would love to come over and play with Tommy today, or Jake's been asking about spending time at your house. At first, I thought I was the most popular kid in school. Every day was like a party at someone else's house. Different toys, different snacks, different video games. I'd rotate between 5 or 6 families throughout the week, never spending more than one evening at home. The other parents were always welcoming. They'd feed me dinner, help with homework, let me stay until bedtime. I started keeping a toothbrush at 3 different houses because I ended up sleeping over so often when mom would call saying she got caught up with work or had an unexpected meeting. What I didn't realize was that mom was essentially crowdsourcing my care. The other parents thought she was just being social. The pattern became obvious when I started knowing other families' routines better than my own. I knew Mrs. Brown always made grilled cheese on Wednesdays. I knew the Johnsons had family game night on Fridays. I knew which houses had the good snacks and which parents checked homework carefully. Meanwhile, our own house was always empty. No groceries, no dinner plans, no family activities. Mom would pick me up from someone else's family dinner and drive me home to microwave leftovers or cereal for dinner. The turning point came when I got sick at school. The nurse called mom, but she was in an important meeting and asked if I could just go to the Martinez family's house like usual. Mrs. Martinez picked me up, took me to her house, and spent the afternoon taking care of me while her own kids were at soccer practice. That evening, when mom came to collect me, Mrs. Martinez asked to speak with her privately. I was too sick to pay attention, but I heard raised voices from the kitchen. Later that week, Mrs. Martinez called a meeting with 3 other moms whose houses I regularly visited. They'd realized what was happening. I was spending more time at their houses than my own, and essentially being raised by a rotation of other people's parents. The conversation was uncomfortable. Mrs. Brown mentioned that I'd asked if I could move in permanently because her house felt more like home. The Martinez family had been buying me school supplies because I kept showing up without basic things. These women weren't trying to cause trouble. They were genuinely concerned that a 10-year-old was spending 30+ hours a week being cared for by other families while his own mother was mysteriously unavailable. They offered to help with carpooling, occasional babysitting, and playdates, but they couldn't continue being my primary caregivers while mom used their homes as free daycare service. Mom was furious initially, claiming the other parents were jealous of our flexibility and didn't understand modern parenting. But when she was forced to actually parent me every day, the truth became obvious. She had no idea how to take care of a child full-time. Meals were sporadic, homework went unchecked, bedtimes were inconsistent. Child services got involved when I started falling asleep in class and my grades dropped dramatically. The investigation revealed that mom had been using my social butterfly reputation to essentially abandon her parenting responsibilities while she pursued her own interests. I lived with my grandmother for most of 5th grade while mom learned basic parenting skills. During those months, the families who'd been caring for me continued to check in and invite me over, but now it was for actual playdates, not survival.